Okay, while I'm laying here on the floor getting high on Sharpies, I'll explain to you what I did. I removed this spout and I used my drill to punch a hole right here. That would increase flow immensely, but I also wanted to get rid of this catalyst. So the first thing I did was cut along this weld to separate these two pieces, and then I cut along the top and bottom weld, and I thought it'd separate the sides, but it didn't, because all this is welded together down here, and this catalyst is held in by some brackets that are spot welded to the outside of the case. So I drilled the spot welds out on the top and bottom. There's 4 total that hold this ring in, and then I put some ID marks on it, and by ID marks I mean, like, if you've got a pipe and you want this pipe to be cut, but you want it to line up exactly how it was before, you just make 2 little marks on it like that, cut it, and then when you put it back together, you just line up your ID marks and then put it together. That way it won't be twisted when you put it together. Anyway, I did that. I cut clear through here, separated this front piece here from the back, and then I pulled the catalyst out and just threw it away. After I pulled the catalyst out, then I drilled these spot welds out and removed those. So basically how the muffler worked when it was still factory, exhaust would come in through the catalyst, and then it'd go into 2 pipes here. There's also a little guy here, I'm not sure what he's for. It's at the bottom, so I assume it's for water to run out. But they go into these 2 pipes and come out the front, and then there's a pipe behind here that you can't see. I'll show you in another drawing, and then it goes into the spark arrestor. But the exhaust also goes through some mesh material down here into this chamber, and, you know, up here and through that mesh, because that mesh goes all the way around it, then into the spark arrestor, and then out the spout. A little bit better drawing of that end. When you take the end cap off and remove the spark arrestor, this is what you'll see through that spark arrestor hole. So basically, what you don't see is there's a plate, and it's got bolt holes and a big hole there. That's what it looks like when you take the end cap off and remove the spark arrestor. When you're looking through that hole, this is what it looks like. So yeah, this would actually be, you know, there'd be a little piece here, and then your end cap bolts onto that. So when you're looking through that hole, this is what you'll see. The spark arrestor makes a seal here, so nothing goes through here. The spark arrestor sitting in there, that's a plugged hole basically. So the exhaust comes out of here, and then it goes into here. It also, this is all that mesh material. It goes into the mesh material and goes this, and then the mesh comes around the inside of this plate into the spark arrestor and out the tailpipe. So this ring I've made is actually this mesh stuff, just to deaden sound. But you've also got that straight through tube here that it goes through. So that's how the factory muffler works.